This is a practice video for The Magic of Harry Potter, arranged by Michael Story, and this is the string orchestra arrangement. Cello part, and we're going to kind of take every section one at a time and talk about some extensions and some rhythms and stuff that you have to get through for this. Now, the beginning you get to rest during the violin melody, but when you come in, I did have you in third position just to avoid the open A. So you can start this A on a third finger, and then shift down to second position. So we put your 1 on your 3 tape. So your G sharp is right here, and then come down to first position, and so on. So if you want to do that in first, of course you can. Just make sure you're doing an extended 4 for the G sharp, but try that out. I think that fingering works pretty well. All right, then you're resting again, and at 24 you start in with the rest, that stuff. So we're going to take that now at 28 and do this in time. So I'm going to play straight from 28 through to 44. All right, so 3, 3 right across. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. 2, 3. Okay, so a couple C sharps, sorry, F sharps to worry about in there. 31, I marked that for you, so stretch out to your extended 4 on the C string. At 36, if you want to move up and play that as an extended 2 instead of a 3, and then go to your extended 4, so you're prepared for that, that works as well. Okay, so that's that part, and then you're just holding some dotted halves, count carefully. At 74, you get a little bit of melody, it says to bring out. So make that nice and pretty. And now let's move on to page 2. We've got pizzicato leading us into 89. Rest, rest. That's easy. You guys can handle that, no problem. So let's go to 97. Just to make this beautiful and in tune, I have you shifting to third position at the end to catch that E and use some vibrato. So here is 97 to 105. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 for C natural. Sorry, got a squeak in there. So string crossing over to your 1, shift down, and then you've got pizzicato, and so on for the next part. All right, so now let's skip ahead to 116 to catch this rhythm. All right, so you're with the rest of the low strings. So in slow motion, it's going to go 1 and 3 and 1 and 3, 4. So watch, there is a hook bow towards the end of that. And when you speed it up, and then you go over to the A string, do the same thing, and so on. So that's how you do that rhythm. 128, easy enough. You're just going rest, rest. If you want to do that in second position so that you're avoiding fourth fingers, that would be totally fine. And now we're on the last page at 139. So one of the kind of few challenging spots in the piece. The rest of it's really not bad. Here we've got some accidentals we're working on. So let's do this slow for a minute. I didn't mark this in your parts. You're going to have to write this in yourself. Start on an extended 2 because we're going to an extended 4 for your C sharp right away. So very slowly, it's going to go 2, then a 2, and you're going to continue up bow, 3, 2. Okay, so do that a couple times nice and slow. A little bit faster, it'll go like this. 3, 4. So keep the 8th notes really short. Watch out for your 8th rest to not play into that. Then you do your pizzicato, And then it's almost the same thing, but they mess with your rhythm just a little bit. So again, start on an extended 2. This is measure 143. Oh, what am I doing here? All right, I made a royal mess of that. We're going to redo that real quick. Caught me off guard. I was thinking about the last section. So again, 143 starts off like 139, but the rhythm's a little bit different in 144. Come down that chromatic scale. 3, 2, 1, low 1, open D. And now here's the part I messed up. So this is 146. I have you going to third position. So that's on a 2 for your C sharp between the tapes. And then the next 2 notes are the same. Stay where you are, go 1, 2. And then down to first position like that. So that's how that part should be fingered. All right, then 149, really easy. Third fingers across. Like that, without squeaking. And then 159, let's take a look through this part. Pretty easy. We got some accidental F naturals and G sharps though. So here's 159, big bow, so you have enough for your 3-note slur. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, start at an extended 2. All the C sharps in this piece. So extended 2, go into extended 4. Ready, and 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And so on, slowing down into that part. Okay, so then that's pretty much the end of the piece. You've got dotted halves to finish things off. At 191, make sure you're looking up so that you catch the tempo. Even though you're just holding a note, you want to make sure you're changing at the right time and hitting the G. And that should do it. So basically work on 139 down to 159, maybe 169. Check your rhythm at 116, make sure that's good to go. And then double check all your C sharps to make sure you're doing those extensions.